So what are we doing today, Brain?
We are doing the GPSMyCity Harry Potter Walk 1 and Harry Potter Walk 2.
Okay, and where are those?
In London.
In London, England. And we start on the other side of the Westminster Bridge from where we're at right now. We're currently in Jubilee Park near the London Eye.
Yep.
Or Jubilee Garden, I forget. One of those things.
Yep.
It's a green space because London's full of green spaces, which is super cool.
Well, that was the plan.
Let's talk about what actually happened.
We've used the GPSMyCity app in several places, and it's usually pretty good. The Harry Potter walks in London, in our opinion, were not very good.
Our decision to do these two walks was based solely on the overviews, so our fault for being surprised at what we got.
What we didn't do was look at the landmarks on the walk to see if they were things that we cared to see.
So I wasn't sure I wanted to spend the money to do that, but now standing here next to it, I'm thinking maybe I do. Maybe not today. I think when we come back after Plymouth.
Starting from Waterloo Station, we headed towards the Westminster Bridge by way of South Bank.
Hi, we're Jeff and Sandra, American expats and nomads, living abroad, on a budget, one country at a time. Even though some of the designated stops along the walks were a bit of a letdown, we did see a lot of interesting stuff and we had a great day out. It just wasn't the day we had expected to have. We got to hear Big Ben chime.
The first landmark on the Harry Potter Walk number 1 is Westminster Station.
Because, if you're going to do the tour, some people will never be able to come to Westminster Station. But now they can see it like,
Well, and
it looks like a tube station.
Looks like a tube station. I was going to say, but they don't actually see the part where...
Well, we only see them coming out of the turnstiles there.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Weasley gets hung up, his ticket doesn't work or something,
Oh,
and
is that?
Harry
Okay,
has to,
that's
yeah,
the scene.
that's
Okay.
the scene.
To be fair, if you don't have any plan beyond see part of London, the route of these walks does take you right by some cool things to see.
Stop number 2 is 10 Downing Street, which is mentioned in passing in the movies, but I don't think it was significant to the plot in any way.
So apparently you can't go down and walk in front of 10 Downing Street anymore.
And due to the security in place, you can't even see the actual door.
You can see the gate that leads to Downing Street.
You can see a screening area and a bunch of guards.
We passed by the Household Cavalry Museum on our way to the next stop, and we'll add it to our list of stops for a future visit to London.
We're getting ready to do a change in the cars.
Oh yeah.
With paid admission, you can get an up-close view of this ceremony.
Pull out!
The good news for us is that we're big fans of architecture, and London is full of awesome things to look at.
Landmark number 3 on Walk 1 is Great Scotland Yard. Scotland Place, which is around the corner, was used as the exterior of the Ministry of Magic in 2 of the films.
So that's the actual Great Scotland Yard?
That's the entrance there. For number 1, anyway. Everybody needs a bobbleheaded queen.
We only generally followed the actual route. We weren't trying to save time, so a direct point-to-point walk wasn't that interesting. Embracing the idea of heading in the direction of the next landmark, we also wandered off of the route to see things that were sort of on the way.
There's all kinds of interesting stuff.
Some of the things we saw didn't quite live up to expectations.
So we took a short detour to see Admiralty Arch, which is currently apparently being renovated. And so what we get to see is a photo facade.
We were a bit snackish by this time, so when we saw Japan Center, we had visions of sushi and teriyaki. It is so much more than that. There are restaurants on the ground floor, but go downstairs. It's an amazing food market of primarily Japanese items.
I didn't get any video of the counters or the communal dining space because of the crowd, but we had a really nice lunch here. Teriyaki and katsu because, of course I did, and a sushi assortment for Sandra.
Suitably fortified, we headed towards Piccadilly Circus, which is landmark number 4 on the walk we were following. Piccadilly Circus is seen in the movie, but it's not where the scene actually happens in the book.
Busker's gonna busk, I guess. There are a lot of buildings that look like they could have been the inspiration for the exterior of Gringotts Bank. And more than just a few that could have inspired Grimald Place.
Here again, we're headed generally in the direction of landmark number 5, but not in any kind of direct path.
So a detour through Chinatown?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a reasonable thing to do.
We did not find the place called Lee Ho Fook's, nor did we have any beef chow mein.
If you're old enough to get that reference immediately, you should probably go take something for your back pain before you forget again.
Is that the place? Huh.
Friends, it was not the place. It's the address where the business designated as landmark number 5 on the walk used to be.
Well, I'm fairly certain if they signed up and paid for a class, they knew what they were getting into.
True. Okay. I didn't realize it was sort of a sign up and pay for.
Not as many of these red phone boxes as there were on our last visit. Of course, that was also 35 years ago. This is a pretty cool fantasy-themed shop, but it was also packed, so no video inside.
We're on Charing Cross Road, yeah.
Landmark number 6 is a super tangential possible relation in that Charing Cross Road may have led to the inspiration of the entrance to the Leaky Cauldron. We didn't walk to Leadenhall Market, landmark number 6 on the other Harry Potter walk, to see the door that was used in the film but has since been painted and doesn't look like that anymore.
Again, with the random cool architecture though, we really did enjoy our walk around this part of London. 7 miles in 7 hours may not be everyone's jam, but we hit the highlights in several neighborhoods.
Right? Where are we going? Left, right, straight?
Landmark number 7 on Walk 1, Cecil Court, is listed on the walk as being the inspiration, along with Goodwins Court, for Diagon Alley as well as Nocturne Alley.
In reality, there are hundreds of near-identical little alleys throughout the country, so to say that one specific one was the inspiration is a bit of a stretch. And that's not just my opinion.
No. Oh, yeah.
Some of the local shopkeepers have really leaned into the idea, though.
Sure enough.
So this,
Landmark number 8 on Walk 1 is landmark number 1 on Walk 2, Goodwins Court, which is also probably not the inspiration for Nocturne Alley. I think the shambles in York is more likely to inspire something like Nocturne Alley.
So we finished with the Harry Potter Walk 1 at this point and started Walk 2.
this way or that way?
Well, we're going down and to the left.
It's quite a fair distance to the second landmark on this walk, and we definitely meandered and made it a lot longer.
While we don't study religious history or even observe a specific religion, we're always interested to see the inside of churches along the way.
As we've said before, while we're not students of architecture or devotees of any particular style, we do enjoy looking at interesting architecture. I'll bet we have over 200 photos in our archive just of doors, windows, balconies, and arches. There are regular reminders here that the city is full of tourists. Locals don't need to be reminded that traffic comes from your left.
The Covent Garden area of London is just amazing if you like old buildings.
Now a cultural center, this was the location of a 16th century Tudor palace demolished and rebuilt as government offices in the late 18th century. The transition to public use began in the 1990s. You've almost certainly seen some part of Somerset House in a movie or TV show.
Okay. Well, let's do that then.
Yet another cool church we couldn't resist looking into.
You just couldn't even spit without hitting something interesting here, huh? Okay, so Bush House, we have to be getting close to Australia House now.
Bush House, headquarters of BBC World Service for decades, is, incredibly, only 100 years old.
Australia House, landmark number 2 on the GPSMyCity Harry Potter Walk number 2, isn't open to the general public. The lobby was allegedly the inspiration for the interior of Gringotts Bank.
London is home to a truly dizzying number of statues and monuments.
The RAF and Bomber Command are pretty well revered for defense.
This was a total shock for us. The Royal Courts of Justice doesn't appear as a landmark on any of the London walks in the app. I mean, look at it! How is this not a point of interest?
Okay. Because the next stop is the Millennium Bridge. Blackfriars Bridge.
The Royal Courts of Justice buildings may only date to the late 19th century, but they absolutely dominate this end of Fleet Street where it turns into the Strand.
I don't think I've ever seen those plants before.
Really?
Areas like this that don't show up on tourist maps and top 10 lists are what we enjoy finding while we explore. There are a lot of ways to get to Blackfriars Bridge from the Australia House, but turning down random side streets and back alleys is what we prefer. Not all those who wander are lost. This elevated bench looks so familiar, like I've seen it on TV or in a movie.
I think we should call.
Yes, I think you're right.
What's close and what's right?
Yeah.
The lampposts throughout Westminster are their own set of special artwork too. The National Submarine Memorial is worth stopping for a minute.
The Uber boat. Something modern and monstrous.
We did hear this one building referred to as the Kim Kardashian building. I'll give you a second to make the connection.
Shard, Blackfriars Bridge. Here apparently we have a TARDIS that's experienced Ozempic.
We had pretty excellent weather for this walk. The weather in May can be unpredictable in London.
The buildings along Victoria Embankment did not disappoint. Blackfriars Bridge is landmark number 3 on the Harry Potter Walk number 2. Its only significance to the Potterverse is that in Order of the Phoenix they are shown flying under it.
Like so much else on these walks, it's worth seeing just for its own sake. St. Paul's Cathedral is landmark number 5 on the walk number 2, but we were tired and we're pretty much done at this point. The cathedral deserves a dedicated field trip, so we'll get it another time.
Millennium Bridge is landmark number 4 on Walk 2. Since we had previously decided to skip number 6, Leadenhall Market, we crossed the Thames here and headed back towards the train station. Millennium Bridge is significant for being destroyed by Death Eaters in the Half-Blood Prince.
If you've enjoyed this look around London, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of our adventures as American expats and senior nomads.
Finally, we headed back up to the backside of Waterloo Station to catch a train back to Walton on Thames.
This was a lot of walking for a couple of seniors, but we had a great day out. London is
awesome.
Hi, we're Jeff and Sandra, American expats and nomads, living abroad, on a budget, one country at a time.